Good morning, students. I, Akansha Mishra, your TGT science teacher, is again back with the new chapter for the class 8th. Students, in the last discussion, we discussed about a new chapter introduction. That was what are the metals and the non-metals, and you know it very well that this is our new chapter, metals and the non-metals. So going in detail or going in deep in this, what are the metals and non-metals? I told you earlier that metals and the non-metals are differentiated on the basis of their physical and the chemical properties. You know very well about the physical and the chemical. Physical means how they react, how they appear in look, okay, like and how they can be transformed into other objects and how they look. What means overall appearance means physical properties, and chemical properties means how they react chemically with some other substances or with some other elements. That shows the chemical properties of any material or any substance. Now coming to our topic, students, metals and non-metals, we need to see first, if we want to know about them, that what are the metals and the non-metals, then we need to know their physical and the chemical properties. Okay, so starting from the first point, in the physical properties, I already told you that properties that show the appearance of any materials. Okay, means outlook or outside structure or outside appearance, its nature, all it's told about the physical properties by of the metals. Okay, so first of all we will talk about the malleability. Okay, do you know the what the malleability means to us? Okay, so malleability means the metals that can be bent into sheets. Okay, so malleability is a term that mainly refers to the term that metals that can be bent into sheets. Okay, whatever the material or whatever the substance that when beaten and then turned into a sheet, then they are said to be that this substance is malleable. And we say that it has this much malleability and it has this much malleability. Okay, like when you take some example of copper and iron and aluminium. Okay, when these iron and aluminium are beaten harder, then these iron and aluminium turn into a simple sheet. Okay, that simple sheet simply means that, like just take this is an example, symbol of aluminium is Al, and this then when beaten harder, it changes to aluminium sheet, and this sheet like it looks like a paper. Aluminium sheet or a paper. You must have seen that your mothers used to wrap your food or your lunch box in an aluminium foil. That foil is what it is. That foil is simply this aluminium sheet paper or aluminium paper. Okay, and how does that hard aluminium is a hard element. Okay, so when this aluminium is beaten harder and transformed into a sheet, then they are said to be malleable. Okay, what they are said to be? They are said to be malleable, and we can say that metals have the properties of malleable. Okay, that means that they have malleable or they have malleability. Okay, that malleability means that can be bent into a simple sheets. Okay, coming to our next point, students, after the malleability, you can in this malleability take the example of iron and aluminium. Okay, after this we need to go to the next point, that is ductility. What does ductility means? Ductility means whenever any element when beaten harder then they can be transformed into a simple wire. Wire means you know that electrical wire that is used in our houses. Okay, so metals that turn into a wire, single wire or a double wire, okay, mainly we use single wire, okay, is called as ductile, is known as ductile. And we can say that it has the properties physical, it has the property of ductility, or it is ductile in nature. Okay, so you can take example of in this you can take example of copper wire, okay, and the silver wire. Okay, these are the metals, or these are the elements that has the properties of malleability to and ductility to. Malleability to means they can be transformed into a simple sheet, and they can also transformed into a simple wire. Okay, so whose form, like aluminium, we are talking about physical properties. Physical properties means physical appearance. So whose form can be changed, can be transformed, then they will be called as physical properties of metals. And how we can say that it is metals? Because the elements that have malleability, that have the properties of ductility, they will be kept under the category of metals, and they will be also called as the metals. In example, you can take the example of iron, aluminium, that is malleable in nature, copper and silver, that is ductile in nature. Okay, now moving towards third point, students. After the ductility, we have the third point, that is sonorous. Okay, sonorous means hearable to us, that we can hear, that it has some sound. Okay, sonorous means metals that propagates sounds. Students, sonorous means that the metals that can, whenever beaten or whenever thrown, we can hear its noise. Okay, like simply take example of a plates, steel plates or aluminium plates in your houses. Just throw it once and listen its voice. It has some voice, it is sonorous to us, so it will come in the category of metals. Okay, so sonorous simples means metals that propagate sounds, metals that have sounds when it is thrown or beaten, or when it is taken placed from one place to another place. Okay, in the sonorous you can take example of silver plates or the steel plates. Okay, so students, physical, as we are talking about the physical properties of metals, it has three properties: malleability, ductility and sonorous. And fourth point is hard in nature. Hard in nature means it looks harder from the outside, you can't break them so easily. Okay, so it is harder in nature. These are the 4 points that metals comprises of, that metals have these 4 properties, and whatever elements have these 4 properties, you can say easily that this is a metal. Okay, just there are few exceptions, students, like sodium and the potassium are not so harder. They are easily, they are so soft that they can cut with knife, but they are also considered under the category of metals. Like you can say that it is not important that metals should have all these 4 properties. If it has 2 properties, 3 properties, it will be considered under the category of metals. Okay, so sodium, remember this, sodium and potassium are also metals that are soft in nature, that they are not harder in nature, they are soft in nature. And one more, Hg, like liquid mercury. Okay, that is in thermofield, in thermometer or in barometer. Okay, so liquid mercury is also like metals are mainly solid in nature, but the liquid mercury is a liquid in nature. Okay, but this is considered under the category of metals. Okay, so today we are discussing just about the metals physical properties. Okay, what are those? That the malleability, ductility, sonorous, harder in nature. Harder in nature means solid in nature. Sodium, there are some few exceptions that sodium and potassium are the metals that are soft in nature. Liquid mercury is a liquid in nature. Okay, these are the some example of the metals and its physical properties. Just go through it, and in next turn we are going to discuss about the physical properties of the non-metals. Then only we could differentiate easily between metals and the non-metals. Thank you.